You're back. I see you. I'm here with you. In this video, it's Tammy Lawson. Who else? The name is there. You clicked it. It's Tammy Lawson. It's Tammy Lawson. And because this channel is about transparency, I'm gonna show you my worst, or at least in my opinion, like so far, my worst photos on film, and I'm gonna show you my best photos on film. We've all been there. We all have one. So I might as well, you know, share and talk, and let's walk through why, you know? Let's get into it. Irie, don't cancel me for that. This photo was in 2020. Can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was 2020 or 2021. But why do I think this is one of my worst? And trust me, there are a lot of bad ones. So these are just specific. Why I think this one is a bad photo. Not any fault to the models, like she's serving, he's serving. They're doing their job. I, on the other hand, it's the wrong ISO. There's no proper lighting on their face. I was shooting, all of these are 35mm photos, by the way. It's just like, it's in focus, but also, is it really? Like, you know, like, you couldn't flash a spotlight on them. Then again, I also wasn't like, these were like side film photos that I took. But if I had been more intentional, I should have like put a source of light, like spotlight or something that's flashing on their face. Maybe like shot an ISO that was 800. I think I was shooting portrait 400 or less, or 200. I think it's a 400, because I don't know if a 200 would have shown up, because it was pretty dark in that studio. But yeah, wrong ISO. It's the wrong ISO for me. It's the wrong ISO for me. And composition wise, like, I could have framed it better, but then again, you know, you can always crop. It would be a cool crop, but it's not a photo to take home about. Another one. And shout out to all these people for, you know, taking their time to really, like, you know, help me experiment on film. This is Tashi, love you, Tashi. She took time out of her day for this. And I didn't even take a good photo of this. It was real early on. Why I think this is a bad photo? Again, exposure-wise, I guess it's, you know, all right exposed. I think this was a 400 speed film. It was towards the evening time. Again, 35mm. The building is white, so it's really hard to like mess up a white building because it's white. It's just gonna catch light regardless. But she's dark skinned and her hair is black. She's not in focus, or she's like too far away. Framing for this photo, I mean, yes, you can fix it in post, like just, you know, tilt, rotate to make it straight and angled. Like, I could have really framed this photo well. Let me talk about what I would have done in present me, right? Instead of her sitting on that stoop that far back, because I'm shooting on 35 with a 50mm lens, right? A 50mm lens? Yeah, 50mm lens. I would have had her step to where the gate is instead, and like kind of just like take up that space. I would have shifted over to it's my left, right, whatever. I would have shifted over to where I have the full front of the building in frame. Like, I can see the end, from one end pole to the other end pole, everything is perfectly centered, and she is perfectly centered, because I really loved symmetry and centeredness. I don't know if you'll notice it in my photos, but I really, really love that. I would have had her be closer to me. I would have framed it properly. I think it was the right ISO. Maybe I would have pushed the film just a little bit, just to get more lighting on her face. And I feel like if she had stepped forward for me, I would have had more light on her face. It's just dark. I don't really care about like what's inside the building, but at least for her to really shine, because she kind of gets lost in the back. It's just ill framed. I would have had her step forward. And then for the truly bad one, truly, and it would have been a good photo. It would have been. The blues are matching, you know, it would have been a great photo. But it's not. She's not in focus. You see her, but you don't see her. She's not in focus. The grass is in focus. Again, I would have actually taken more time on this specific photo and really like tried to make sure that she was in focus, or double checked that she was in focus. I have some light leaks, which it doesn't make it, light leaks don't necessarily make it a bad photo to me, because I like sometimes the mistakes that happen on film, but this light leak makes the bad photo even worse. Again, I'm just being transparent. I should have taken more time and made sure she was in focus, because she's posed well. She's sitting on this green chair. The blue on her suit and the blue of the sky are almost like, you know, together. Like, it would have been a really cool photo if I took more time to be intentional and frame and focus and all those things. I think I was shooting, I would say I was shooting the correct ISO. I think I was shooting like a 400 or 800 speed film. So it was getting towards later in the day or evening time. The colors are still there. I still see her. She's still, you know, you can still see her in the photo. So I guess, you know, my ISO, maybe I would have pushed the film, but I could have done a better job. It would have been a good photo. It would have. But we move. Now let's talk about my best photos so far. My top 3. And surprise, surprise, they're all portraits. This is Olya. I hope I said her name correctly. I was in California shooting this on set for another production, but managed to like get some side photos on the side. And for somebody that managed to get some side photos on the side, if I do say so myself, I was shooting Kodak Gold. The reason I remember this because it was like 2 months ago or 3 months ago, so it's still sharp in my mind. Kodak Gold 200. I did edit these a little bit, actually, so they're not as flat as when I got the scan back, but even the scan was still good. But like, I love it. She's in focus. The frame is perfect. I don't think I even cropped this photo. Everything about this is just chef's kiss. She's a freaking great model. Like, everything about this photo is just awesome. Like, I love it. Colors, exposure, blurriness, everything is great. So, composition, subject is in focus, and the lighting was perfect. Shot at the perfect ISO for it. Same thing for Deja. She's perfectly in focus. You can even see the little bling on her bracelet. Like, again, Kodak Gold, all shot on 35mm. Kodak Gold 200. I'm shooting at like peak sunlight, like the sun is high, bright in the sky. Edited just a little bit to like, you know, make it less flat from when I got my scans back. But ultimately, I didn't really do a lot of work to the photos. Like, it's just chef's kiss. It's just chef's kiss. She's in focus. Like, it couldn't be digital just because you see the texture, but the grain is fine. I didn't even think Kodak Gold could do such a great job, but it really did. But really it was me, I did a great job. And she did a great job too. But I also did a great job, you know? And last but not least, in black and white, we have Ebony. Ebony Glow In, I'm just kidding, Ebony. I shot this on Neopan 100, or across 100, Fujifilm across 100, part 2. Love this photo, 3 reasons. Light, perfect. ISO, even though it was a 100 speed film, I had ample light, so solid. And she's in focus. Composition, framing, like chef's kiss, love it. So those are why those 3 are my best photos. And I guess all of them have their hands in it. I didn't realize that. But yeah, I really love those photos. I really love those photos. Those are my top 3 at the moment. Yeah. Y'all watch me roast myself, but also redeem myself. And that's what this channel's about. Roasting and redemption. Thank you guys for tuning in to a roast and a redemption. You know, that's what this journey is about. You know, it's about like failing and getting back up again and doing it again, doing it again and doing it again, because why? You love it. You love it. That's why I do this. I genuinely love it, and I'm proud to see kind of the progress and the growth, you know? We love to see that. So yeah, feel free to like, comment on what your favorite photo was and why you think my bad photos were bad, but don't be mean, because I will be mean back. Don't get it twisted. And why you like, which one of my best photos did you like best? How about that? Yeah, so see you in the next one. Subscribe. Bye.